And we're unmuted. Not Cole? Oh, that's me. I'm not Cole. Hi. Well, I unmuted.
Great start.
Take
Can
two.
can you guys hear us now? Hello, howdy, hey. Critical Nerds, can you hear us? Yay! Hi, let's do this. Ready? I'm gonna do it really fast what we just did. Hi, I'm Justine. I'm the Dungeon Master. We're a cool Discord. You should join it. Belvedere. Oh, yay, he's back. Oh, I'm Belvedere.
Yeah, he's back.
Sandwich Day. And I play
Woo!
Anabod. Woo! And now it's Peter. There, I just made it all.
And don't forget to join if you want to play a level 5 game.
Oh, yeah,
week.
there's a one-shot coming up. You should look into that.
Might be Star Trek, who
Anyways.
knows?
I am
That's it.
the mediocre Pete, and I play
Oh,
Cole, the
got that.
mediocre dwarf with bowel problems, and he's a paladin that doesn't really pally. And I will popcorn it over to Norbit.
So Justine, you can just summarize mine without me having to say anything. Go nuts. Go.
Oh, hey! Wait. Focus on the
We're on the
camera, how he
spot.
does it.
Norbit
Hey,
claims
I'm
to hate
Mario.
Leandra,
I'm
but really
awesome.
doesn't.
I like to go on runs, and I play Norbit, who's even awesomer, who runs really stealthily. There we
Seems
go.
good.
Thanks.
Yep, well done.
And steals gold.
I was gonna do your Australian accent, but then I thought people would get offended, so I stopped.
You can't. Well, you know, you're doing a white accent. You can't be offensive. It's okay.
That's okay. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that was
All right.
so racist.
No,
No,
it's
it
not.
wasn't.
That's not
Last
how it
but
works.
Really
not
isn't.
least.
That's
Raza.
My father
Last but
was
not
white.
least.
Okay, my father was white. Okay, I take offense.
We're gonna stop. Go ahead, Raza.
Abort!
you.
Abort!
Abort mission.
Reel it back into the game, folks. Reel it back into
I'm
the game.
Raza.
It's okay,
I-
viewers. Peter is from Florida.
That's
That
true.
explains
I
it
should
all.
answer your question.
It was the hurricane.
Yeah, blame another hurricane. Go ahead,
All right.
Raza. friend.
Hi, I'm Raza. I play Lance. He likes books. That's about it. He's a wizard. Let's go.
Nerd.
What race is he?
You don't know.
He's your average Joe. What are you talking about? He likes books. Let's go.
We
He's from Candlekeep.
He's got round ears like a human.
don't notice those things here at D&D Play 20.
No, it's all about the role play, not about the
Yeah.
details. of it.
Yeah, Cole.
Okay, yeah. So welcome to Curse of Strahd. We appreciate you being here. Last time we played. Wait, let me get some spooky music up. Burp, 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 burp. Existential dread sounds good. Let's play that. I don't know what it sounds like.
Existential dread.
Can you
It's
guys
just
hear it?
That sounds like
casually
some of my mornings.
a
Existential.
Sunday night here. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. You can hear it? Goopy, roll 20.
Here's something.
Okay, good.
Oh yeah, the P cubes.
So, last time we played,
Peach.
Adabon and Irina were missing. We've been making our way through this strange underground cave system. We ran into some cultists. Not we, they did. I was the cultists. They destroyed them and found out one of the so-called cultists was a husband of Strahd. As they made their way, moments of friendship coming into light, moments of sneakery also coming to light, they found a strange amber golden statue that was hollow. None of their checks or arrows seemed to uncover what it could be. And then they found their way through a cavern that had a strange golden mist that they seemed almost attracted to and would attract them. But two gelatinous cubes slitched down through areas in the ceiling and dropped. And they were instantly drawn to attack these as the statue animatedly came to life behind them, walked forward, and also started to almost trap them inside this intoxicating golden mist. At one point, the Chad was swallowed by one of these golden, glimmering, sliming cubes. And for the first time, this party saw him rage. But from their any knowledge they have of barbarians, it was nothing like they have seen before. His once buff chest became almost emaciated, ribs pointing out. His like golden-ish darker skin became a waxy pallor. His black hair turned opposite, right? Yeah, no, his black hair turned a stringy, almost white, his cheeks caving in, and black skeletal like wings came from his back, and almost a black aura, like a heartbeat, emanated off of him. And when they were able to finally kill these gelatinous cubes, Trad's eyes rolled in the back of his head, and he took a weapon and started hitting and slashing at his own party. Finally, he was able to come out of it after being called many names, which we won't repeat. And the group kind of had this moment of, we are interested, we care, but we're also stressed out, like, that's not good, man, are you okay? And Norbert stole a lot of gold, which was great. I mean, he tried to tell people about it, they didn't listen.
He did.
So then he took
did.
it all.
So
It's still
Stole
stealing,
it.
it's not yours.
I kept it for safekeeping. What are we going to do? Leave it there?
Valid point.
Some might call it rescuing.
That's right.
Liberating.
Love that.
He's just got
Recirculating.
he embraced his inner Kenda. That's what he did.
Yeah. Okay. And all throughout this whole time in these caves, they've been hearing screams and cries of both Adabon and Irina, but they didn't know if they were real or not. Now the team was settling down for a long rest. They had just talked about how they had heard Leandra had told them that she was having conversations with Strahd in her head, and that made everyone very uncomfortable. And one of the last messages kind of echoed throughout the cave system, and they all heard it. And Cole shouted out, "Is that you, mistress?" Which also made Alusa, played by me at the time, very uncomfortable as well. And so now they're all settling down to take a long rest before continuing down this cave-like system. I will give you a moment if you'd like to roleplay. Adabon, you're obviously not here yet. If you want to eat food, relax, whatever you want to do, you can do it.
Short rest.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that if you want.
Well, I thought that's what the link was for.
No, the link was because someone really wants to eat food.
I mean, short rest seems odd if we're going in for a long rest.
Hmm?
Didn't we just say we're about to long rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Norbert has a lot to think about with all that's gone on,
Mhm.
and he would probably attempt to disappear from everyone's sight for a bit, just go around a corner and just, not be near them.
Yeah.
Is that mist? You said it's gone with the gelatinous cubes gone, right?
Yep.
Okay, so he's just going to sort of go to here and set himself up in a corner and keep an eye out on watch their backs basically in case anyone comes behind, but also he just wants to be away from everyone.
Okay. No problem. Anyone else want any kind of moment? Anything they're doing?
Cole.
You're a mute.
You mute.
Oh, I rolled perception to see if I noticed Norbit moving off.
Were you
Ah.
looking for this or?
Well, it doesn't matter. I didn't notice. I got a crappy roll.
Oh, okay.
And
I was gonna have you use your passive. That's why.
my passive of 9 would have been
Okay.
better than what I rolled, though.
There we go.
Anyways, Cole will try to remember his mistress. He will.
What?
Interesting.
He will. He realizes that he called out for his mistress earlier, and he doesn't recall why he would do that. And now he's a little creeped out because he thinks, "Oh my God! Is Lady Strahd? Is she my mistress?"
Do you want to roll history?
Sure.
The dice have a story to tell.
-1.
This existential dread
13.
is too much for me. We must do a different sound.
And I forgot I'm rolling. Y'all didn't remind me to roll real dice. Ah,
It's in
I'm
my
talking
name.
to
I
the
literally
others,
put my
not
name as
Justine,
not
'cause
real.
she
Roll
wasn't
real
there.
dice, Peter.
oh, okay, thanks.
Roll real dice, Peter. So you rolled a 13.
Yeah, I'll stick with the 13.
Something about Strahd is reminding you of something about a mistress, but that's about all you can get.
Wow, that really narrowed it down.
I got you. The DC in my head was 14, but you came like right there, so I gave you something, I guess.
Okay.
That -1 though.
Lance, you've been absent quite a bit lately. What have you been doing on your travels?
Lance kind of was a little like he catch him off guard because he was kind of like just paying attention to this bronze statue over here. It's I don't know. He'll turn around to you. He's like, "Oh, Master Dwarf. I've been doing some research. That might help us. Requires me to travel though, unfortunately. Are you well?"
Yes, I'm fine. Excuse me, Elusa, would you stop staring at me?
I'm going into a trance. Sometimes I can't control where my eyes are. Just don't look at me right now.
It's
She
really
puts her hair-
unnerving.
She puts kind of her hair in front of her face.
She's only human.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm fine. I'll make a face at Elusa.
She's totally zoning out. She's trying to go into her trance.
Did you notice that I saved Norbit? He was gonna fall to his death into a crevice, and he never once said thank you.
Quite sure
Kids
nobody
these
saw it.
days.
It's
No, I didn't. That's awfully good of you, Master Dwarf. I expect you would.
Yeah.
He's done.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's just the kind of thing a hero like me would do. But no appreciation for his elders. I'm going to win him over, though. Someday, he'll lower his guard. Hey, where'd he go? He was meant to hear that.
Alyssa says, "Can you please just go to sleep? We have very little time. If you need your strength back and your magic replenished."
Fine.
Also,
Question.
go ahead.
No, it's in game. Like this is him going question to
Oh,
Cole. Master Dwarf, who did you call out to just then?
Call out to? I said, Mistress. Or Mister? Maybe I was calling out to Norbit. You know, like, Mister, you ought to say thank you.
Detect thoughts.
Mm.
Good.
Very
You're going
nice.
to go into Cole's head?
Absolutely. Oh, he's gonna risk it.
Surely there's some sort of
So-
intelligence
If this was
saving
Atlas,
throw.
he would kick your butt.
Lance needs an intelligence saving throw
He
for
would.
the mental assault he's about to cop.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the psychic damage you take.
Yeah.
So service thoughts,
All
Cole.
I see is Family
When you-
Guy. I'm a tumor. I'm a tumor. I'm a tumor. I'm a tumor.
No.
Is that all I see? Is a little monkey there going?
Ting, 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 ting. His surface thoughts are he doesn't really know who he was. He's a little confused, and he's hoping nobody notices the smell coming from his pants.
Yeah, that's like.
And he's a graphic thinker, so you kind of see what's causing the smell in your mind's eye.
Go deeper.
Yeah, he
go
takes some
deeper.
psychic-
Go deeper.
Psychic damage. Sure, let's go deeper. Might regret it. I do believe he has to do a wisdom, I think.
Yeah, I think wisdom saving throw for Cole.
Oh my gosh, you're really gonna go deeper, huh?
Yeah, why not?
I forgot to roll real dice again. I rolled a 9.
Oh, well, Lance is trying to push past what he thinks that you're projecting this as kind of like some weird like mental defense. So he's gonna like try and push deeper and see what
Exact
you're
same
really
thoughts.
thinking. Yeah, it's just more graphic.
Cole is all surface area.
So
When you
basically, he's
probe
just trying
deeper-
to.
Can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
You're muted, Justine.
Oh, Justine.
Are you messing with us?
She's not. I don't think so.
When you probe deeper, which by the way is not the first time he's been probed deeply.
Oh, but
Oh no!
oh, Justine disappeared.
I don't have a screen for this few players.
That's fine. Just keep role playing. Draw the audience in. Draw the audience in. They don't need to
Come
see
on,
the
tech
screen.
guy.
Hey audience, I'm kind of split on this because what I'm thinking about is I don't see any water sources around to wash out my undershorts. And if only the mistress was here, maybe she could direct me to a water source.
He tries to home into the mistress. He tries to follow that train of thought. He tries to ignore the what came before.
Does
He
he
wants to
get
follow that
any
thread.
visuals when he's detecting
mistress.
his thoughts about the mistress? No,
Hmm.
we
Still
can't hear you
can't
still.
hear you. Sing us a
Unplug your
song.
mic. Unplug your mic.
Unplug your.
No,
No.
nothing, Justine.
Yay.
The mute DM.
Anyway, where were we?
Poor Justine's missing all this good stuff from Cole.
So you get no visuals of the mistress, but apparently she knows a thing or two about water
Maybe she likes water
or
sports.
Cole's diapers.
Change his diapers. He's Kara.
It's his nanny. It's his
This
nanny.
is Kara.
He kind of leans toward Leandra and says, can you bring up prestidigitation, please?
I would imagine she would.
Oh,
So-
sure! I'll be happy to! Yeah, that's how she talks.
Oh boy.
I
for the
imagine
viewers,
she will be
Justine,
Go
for the
ahead.
viewers, Justine is just having to restart her computer to try and fix whatever this issue is. We do,
Yes.
we do apologize for it.
If only I had a screen that I could throw up that had for 3 players. Only 3 people.
I mean, a D&D game without a DM is probably a little bit of an odd concept.
Yeah. Oh, no after show tonight. Because we have so few players, and in fact, we don't even have our DM right now. So
We're freestyling it.
yeah, with freestyle.
With the freestyler.
Okay.
Wow, we'll just assume a long rest transpires without any issue.
I
Clearly, the
think that's
husband of
safe.
Strahd is not
Yep,
coming to
that's a-
ambush you all.
No perception checks. Yeah.
And Norbert, while he's around the corner, finds a +3 studded leather armor. Sweet. That's in
He
canon
does,
now.
but unfortunately, it can't be attuned to by deep gnomes.
That's a bit rude.
That's a bit rude.
I don't make the rules. That's just the sword you've had.
We're just freestyling.
Freestyle. Love hurts.
Speaking of which, Twitch people, you can spend your points. I don't know if there's items there or not, but there's some stuff, including but not limited to imaginary hugs, which might be a lie. But there's a rehydrate and a stretch, and I don't know what else.
Hey, I
Yeah.
got us. I have us on the picture on the Zoom screen now. So the players can at least see it, or the viewers can at least see us. So don't everybody talk at once.
I was kind of
Exactly.
getting used to seeing half my face in the Justine screen and pretending that I was a good DM.
Her computer reboots really slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yes.
this is behind
And
the
actually-
scenes.
If Brandon's right, really, I mean, obviously, I can just say that the magic item that he paid for, that's what it was. It's a +3.
Yeah, create a magic item.
Yeah.
Oh, you
DM
can
eraser.
purchase magic items here. There you go. How about
Yeah.
that? I thought that got removed after Peter
Oh.
gave somebody like something ridiculous.
Can you hear me now?
We
Yes.
can.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Huzzah! Okay,
She's
sorry, I
back.
don't know what happened. That was weird. My
Uh,
mic acted funny.
everybody found like a heap of magic items and have already added them to their inventory, something like
Oh,
that.
good, good.
Yeah,
Everyone roll a
we were
D100 then.
freestyling.
You're all gonna explode. Okay. So the last thing I heard, or that you heard of me, I don't know. He had been describing what was inside his brain, and then I had said, let's switch to Norbit, and then I don't think anyone heard me. So was there anything else you two had wanted to do?
Well, if he doesn't get a clear image of who the mistress is, then yeah, he'll probably like let it go.
Okay. So Norbit.
Please let it go.
Please let it go.
Let it go.
Norbit, do you eat food?
Yeah. Yeah, that he would definitely, before going to bed, he would have pulled out a ration or something, and he'd be sitting there munching on it before he goes to sleep.
The minute you take a bite, it's almost like all of the liquid is sucked out of your mouth. And the liquid from this ration also like almost turns into like brittle thin roots as it crumples, and it just feels like there's like a wad of sticky in your mouth. And as you kind of pull it out, you taste like blood and saliva and look at this strange ball in your hand, kind of almost not knowing what this could be. Roll investigation or arcana for me.
Well, I'll go with Arcana since I have expertise in that. That is a 19.
That passes. This is a grease ball. You may use the spell grease when you throw it and add it to your inventory.
It's a one-off item then, I take it?
What was that?
It's a one-off, single-use item?
Mhm.
And
Cool.
you just used it.
Yeah, he drops on the ground and slips. Oops.
Norbert just goes, well, that looks useful. And he puts it carefully in a spot in his pack, not connected to anything else.
That's how Cole's issues started.
And he's going to try and see if he can eat anything else, and if the same thing happens, he'd pull out another ration and just have a bite and see if anything happens.
Like you're gonna eat it back?
No, another separate ration.
Oh, got it. I thought
Just
you were
try to
like
eat something
talking about
else.
the slime ball. Yeah, as you try to eat that, nothing happens.
Okay?
You might have a
It'd
little
be-
bit of dry mouth, but besides that, you're fine.
He's just like, this is the weirdest place I've ever... these people are not good for me. And then he'll go to sleep.
Okay. Does everyone else go to sleep?
Yeah.
I'm
think
already asleep. Norbert's sleeping way
I think
over
Cole's
there.
already asleep.
Yeah, he wanted time away from you guys.
I don't blame him. Lance is really stinking it up.
That bloody
Okay.
Thanks,
Lance.
Cole. Not cool, Lance.
So you all go. All you hear is the dripping in the cave around you and the echoes of your breaths. Edabon, you kind of are coming in and out of consciousness. You feel very weak. And as you open your eyes, you notice a very thin cloth pasted over it. It's very sticky against your skin. You can kind of almost see slightly underneath if you look very far down in your peripherals and see your hands are bound the rope. And you hear the crying of Irina. And just then a sharp pain cracks your temple and you slip yourself back to being unconscious. The rest of the team, roll me a d100 each.
70 even.
That's right. Yeah, no.
70 even.
Mm-hmm.
Together we make 100. I got 10.
Cole.
He needs 30 then, so we can also make 100.
Cole, you might be on mute. I didn't hear what your roll was.
90. Sorry.
Oh, all of you sleep without incident. You all rolled even.
Oh, I
That's
thought I
annoying.
was getting a magic.
Oh boy.
Darn
That's
it.
very annoying. So you all fall asleep and have a fitful sleep. Leandra and Elisa also go into their trance-like states. Actually, I think Leandra just sleeps. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Mariana, when you watch this, you can canon however you want to do that. And yeah, they go night-night. You all go night-night. And then you wake up kind of sore. It's like the dampness has worked its way to your very bones. And you all awake.
Rested?
To Yep, you can take a full rest, mark a full rest on your character sheet.
I feel like I gained a level
Not
of
you, Audubon.
endurance.
Actually, I should probably tell you what to adjust your health. Can you, Belv, can you send me what your full hit points are in Zoom chat? Great. So you all wake up and Leandra goes, right then, should I scout ahead?
Norbert comes around the corner to with everybody else as he hears the sounds of them waking up, and just says, "Okay, what are we waiting for?"
I was asking if I should scout ahead.
Leandra was gonna tell us a story because Peter wants to hear Justine do her voice a lot.
I thought it sounded pretty much like how she plays her. I don't know.
Yeah.
No,
No
Master Dwarf.
stories.
I don't. We're in a cave, and she starts spider crawling away.
That wasn't a bad Leandra.
Thank you. I like to do impressions. Okay, I'm gonna roll perception for her. Wow. They weren't good. She sees exactly whatever she saw last night and comes back and says, I think the coast is clear.
Yeah, that was rather freaky.
Don't miss the session just so I can do an orbit, please.
I mean, how hard is this voice to do? Come on.
That's true.
But it's the accent you need to pull off, though.
That's true. I think Alusa kind of nods to you all and starts silently walking and going down this. See this, like, it's like a 15-foot like cliff wall.
Okay, we can't really see anything past here.
Oh, I should fix that. Can you see now?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, just real quick. I would all like to say that Lance also notices that Norbert just comes around the corner. We're just making note of it. Like he was like away from the whole group for a while. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Mention it.
So we all begin. As you cross this bridge, I'll need deck saves from everyone.
We're not going to be concerned at all about this statue that's there. Cool.
I don't think you can see it yet from your point of view. So this is,
Okay.
this is like a sheer wall.
Okay. I got an 18.
18. You successfully get through the bridge without even an issue.
Does the bridge look like rickety? Is it like
Sure does.
Alright. Misty step.
Very smart. Okay. Cole,
19.
you also get through without a hitch. You guys are making my dungeon boring. And so as you get to the other side, you see this old, it looks like it could have once been like a portal or maybe a shrine of like old glyphs and words in Abysmal, if anyone speaks that, kind of carved out. But there's nothing like in front of it. It's kind of just inlaid in the wall. It's this one I put right here. And there's trace pieces of almost gold fleck inlay, like they've been very meticulously hammered into, like, they're not perfect, but they're kind of wonky, like hammered into all the glyphs and words. Does anyone speak Abysmal? I should check the other people's.
I do
Oh,
not.
no, you got a bone.
Does Belv speak it? That's unfortunate.
He's got to look like
Well,
he does.
Lance.
Belv does not, but Audubon does.
Okay.
Remember? Because you were annoyed that he spoke that instead of Draconic.
Oh, right. Because I made fun of you so hard because you were a dragonborn.
Yeah, you expected him to know Draconic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have that on one of my session notes. It's like 3 things. It just says, ha, Dragonborn doesn't speak Draconic. Okay.
Just ha.
Yeah. Okay. Alu says... Man, my computer's going really slow. I apologize in advance.
Chad does.
He's not here, sadly.
He's on roll 20, so yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if
He's here in
turned it
spirit.
on. or I don't know if
He's
he's
here
doing
in
it on,
spirit.
but
He said it on all. He said it on autopilot.
yeah.
He's listening and watching while he's on his walk.
If someone wants to message him on Discord, they can.
Yeah, I don't think he checks Discord that often either.
So he got a girlfriend.
Oh, Chad.
Ooh. Oh,
Hey.
Chad.
Okay, Alusa does. Let's look at Leandra.
Alan can hear us apparently.
What did he? Is he on Twitch?
Discord.
Oh,
Oh, Chad. Hang on, Chad.
Charlemagne.
Chad Lemaine. Chad Lemaine.
just do it
Yeah.
now, Arlen,
Yeah, hop
What
in.
the heck?
before it gets weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. I would
Okay.
like to mention
Okay,
that.
so
We,
go ahead.
we need you to speak Abyssal, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to mention, Lance doesn't know it naturally, but being a student of the page, he can cast comprehend languages, and he can start to understand what it
Oh,
says.
that's cool. love it.
And he pulls out his quill, like,
Well, if
just
Ireland's
smiling
jumping
through it.
in, I'm pretty sure his character speaks it, so
Yes.
No, good.
that works.
It'll take Lance like 10 minutes to do it anyway, so they have plenty of time
okay.
to read. The ritual cast.
Alusa so Alusa and Leandra actually both speak it too. If Arlen jumps in, he can play his character. I'm not playing all three of them. And one starts at one side and is like kind of looking up the side, and the other starts the other, and they're not touching it and they're just reading it. And they kind of, the two girls look at each other with like eyebrows raised and then look back. And Alusa's like, "This says that there was an ancient power that I don't understand." And she seems like kind of confused, like the words might be really choppy or faded. And then Leandra on the other side. "Well, this says here that something about summoning and forces of darkness." They both seem really confused, but they're like trying to piece it through.
Well,
Lance.
doesn't seem like something we should be playing with.
I'm not playing with it, just trying to understand what it says.
I wasn't saying you were. I'm saying that maybe we shouldn't. I don't know. I don't know about magic. You do whatever you want. He says in a huff.
We're a team, and if that's what you think. And she kind of like takes a step back, but is obviously still reading it.
We have a Chad in the house.
Charlemagne.
Charlemagne.
Okay. He might
Yay!
be
Now I can just play two NPCs.
He might be forgivable after all. We were ready to write him off as a human.
Oh, that's fair. I think I've
Oh, I
read
thought you
it
hadn't.
plenty of times.
For a second, I thought you hadn't heard that. It would have been really no fun if you hadn't.
I'm not I'm a goblin.
Goblin.
I
a trench
identify
coat.
as goblin. I'm two goblins in a trench coat.
Oh, thanks, Belf. Yes. So, okay. No one's gonna ask any questions about it or look at it more.
Well, I can't. What's it say?
I'm trying to.
They just kind of said, so Alusa had said that hers had said something about like it being kind of a portal and dark magic and summoning, and Leandra's side had said something kind of about with like him hopping in, I'm trying to and it's like something about like a dark force and things like that. Chad, do you speak Abyssal? I think you're on mute.
What?
Oh, now I can hear you.
No, I said sure do.
Okay. You look at the top of this portal. So one on the side and the left, one's on the. You look at the top, and you just see the word sacrifice.
Oh, there. It says we got to be sacrificing something.
Call
any
crosses
volunteers?
the bridge again.
Yeah.
We got any,
This isn't
volun-
that, and like I said, this like weird like thing. It's against a wall. It's not like you could walk through. It's like almost engraved in the wall.
We got any?
Norbert would see Cole on the bridge and look if there's any way he could quickly cut it.
You already got across. You already got across. Oh my
Stargate.
goodness. This is getting dark real quick.
Be like, hey, bud, you want to get on the other side of the bridge real quick, and then just cut it.
Oh no. So Alusa says, well, that doesn't look promising. Probably maybe we should continue on.
Lance is intrigued, obviously. The nerd he is. I assume eventually he can understand it with his he casting
Yeah.
a spell to understand the language, right?
Yep. Like I said, it's really like old and broken down. That's why they're only getting bits and pieces. But yeah.
Norbert really doesn't trust it, and as he walks past it, he's sort of sticking to the wall as tight as he can to not go anywhere near this thing.
It's very smart of him.
It feels like it's about to, light up and suck him in somewhere.
Yeah, so
I
I don't like it.
Would like all of you to
Let's
roll
not.
perception.
Okay.
Oh, nat 20!
Woo woo!
Plus 11.
Ooh, nat 10.
Minus 3.
For a
Nat
9.
10.
At 10 for a 9.
16.
Okay.
Well, even though I get advantage on perception, I rolled 2 7s, so that's 11.
Okay. So anyone higher than a 17, a 16? I think that was what you had, right, Lance?
Yeah.
So yeah. So Lance and Norbit, you hear the soft crying of Irina kind of coming farther down that tunnel.
I'm just saying, well, we can hear Irina or, someone pretending to be her because we've dealt with that before. Is that way?
Liars.
Did I
Yeah,
just hear
response?
sacrifice being whispered?
No, I said I scared the players or scared the
Oh, I thought
It's
you
like-
were sacrifice.
I'm just kidding.
Just whispering, sacrifice.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be creepy. That's actually a great idea. Thank you. I will do that later on.
But so coming around the corner and seeing this gold statue, Norbert then is like, crap. And he would then try and stay away from the portal thing, but also stay as far from the damn statue as he can. And he's watching it like a hawk.
Roll
Hurry.
perception. Or investigation.
Okay, well, doesn't matter what I get added because that still only gets me a 12.
Yeah, it looks just how the first statue had appeared. It's like very inanimate and just kind of stuck in its pose. But same with like, actually, you wouldn't roll high enough for that. Never mind. Okay. Alusa is leading you all along, creeping along. Who's following? Does anyone else want to do anything? Etc.
Lance will make sure that Cole does not go near the weird
I'm
portal
not going near
ritual
that thing.
sacrifice.
Oh, weird.
Leandra! Are you coming?
Oh, yes. And she also continues on.
I might
Lance
have yelled
will,
that a little loud.
Lance will walk beside her. Hold up the back.
Okay. So, yes, we have a map. You see this bridge looks a lot steadier than the other ones. It's also a lot longer. You all kind of stand at the end. And now we're going to go a little bit more theater of the mind.
Well, Norbert would quickly say to Alusa, in her mind, that bridge looks like the most obvious trap I've ever seen in my life. Let Cole go first.
She can respond.
Yeah.
Fantastic idea.
I'll go first.
But you didn't hear that, so yeah, of course you will.
No, but I
Uh,
spoke up. I'll go first, Alusa. You shouldn't take a risk like that.
Alusa actually kind of grabs your shirt collar, Cole, and her eyes are wide as she's looking across. And we're gonna have like a very theater of the mind moment here. I'm gonna tell you what you see across this bridge. So as you glance across this 30-foot chasm, that seems to be bottomless, but somewhere down below you can hear running water. You see on the other end a huge golden statue. It's of a female figure. It rises about 20 feet high with a veil carved, draped over its face. Arms outstretched, palms and fingers splayed wide with almost discs around of pure energy. And tied to each wrist of this statue are ropes that are going down towards the floor. But the thing that you notice, because the statue's gold, it's the first thing that catches your eye, is there's blood going up the ropes against gravity and kind of going into this energy, into the palms that are splayed out wide from this statue. And then as you follow the ropes down on each side of the statue, you see Adabon tied to the ground, ropes so tight and his scaled wrists almost digging underneath the scales. It's his blood pulling from one side. Then you see Irina also tied as well on the other, both blindfolded, both gagged. Irina's gag sits around her neck like she's recently gotten it free and is sobbing as their blood seems to be almost powering this strange ritual. In the middle, excuse me, is a tall, noble looking elf who has his eyes rolled in the back of his head, palms up. He's obviously slit his own palms, blood dripping upwards towards the statue, and it hits her chin and is going upwards and streams into the eyes. And he's saying, "And the old gods and the new, the power you once knew we must have back. Please take this life force. Do once again what you have done." And it's just like a thrum of energy that you kind of feel around you as this strange ritual is happening. And Alusa looks at you, Cole, the most serious you've ever seen her. She makes eye contact with you and she goes. She then looks at Lance, kind of pulls forward. You all look up and see Leandra already on the wall. Like you're all kind of trying to figure out without just attracting attention of how you're going to get through this. I think, Norbert, you probably have the highest gift here, right? Because you can message.
Yeah. Yeah. The moment Norbert sees this, he says, we need in their minds, he's like, hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually can't talk to everyone, so out of principle, I'd probably exclude Cole and Leandra at the moment and speak to the other three.
Leandra looks like what she's done before, like she's scouting stealthily on the wall.
And to say, we need to all attack at the same time now. Cole, do you have? Oh, crap! I'm not talking to Cole. Damn it!
Cole is not on the call at the moment.
He'll just say to Chad, Leandra, and Lance, whatever we've got, we send it their way now on the count of 3. Go! Like 1, 2, 3.
Alusa interrupts you. She's still holding
Okay.
on to Cole, looking at him. She doesn't even break eye contact with him as she has her finger like this. And she says back to you, she says, "Can you possibly get over there and untie their bonds without him seeing?"
Well, his eyes are up.
If we can have Adaban's magic on our side, this will be a lot smoother.
Norbert, without saying it.
He says, "What are you talking about? I don't have magic."
Norbert, without hesitating, will simply just start stealthing across the bridge, even though he thinks it's a trap that's going to fall on him.
Okay.
Cole will quietly cast protection from evil and good on himself.
Okay.
Not on the person stealthing across into danger.
No.
It's a touch
God,
spell.
no.
Roll stealth for me.
Okay, just for what it's worth, I want you guys to see the roll, so I'm going to do it on here. I get plus 11, so I'll do a roll 20 roll. Oh God. Oh, 14.
Okay.
That's terrible.
Passive perception. This dude's passive
Bridge
perception.
squeaks.
The minute you step on the bridge, it actually doesn't even really make a sound. It's almost like just the ropes slightly move. This figure closes his hands, takes a deep breath, crosses his hands. The blood now starts going the opposite way. Like it's almost like he has been in control of this and he stops it. However, the blood from Adabon and Irina is still draining them and going up the ropes. He turns around to face forward, to face you. If you look at your roll 20, I'm going to pop up a picture of what this person looks like.
That's what you get for listening to Lusa.
Can you see it?
Yep.
Yeah, so
if Elrond looked evil.
Yeah, that's it. If Elrond was evil, that's what
Elrond's
you
evil
see.
twin.
Yeah, it's this elf with kind of
You
pulled
wish
back.
it was Elrond. It's
Yeah.
Glinfidel.
There you go. With black hair pulled back behind pointed ears, kind of a deep teal tunic with gold rim that goes up his neck and armor on. He has his hands displayed. Loyalty is everything. And you notice his voice has changed. It's almost like he was trying to like talk to someone or possibly impersonate someone when he was talking before, and now his voice has like a different candor. And he says, let me guess, your little friends you've been crying about. And Irina looks at you all and is going like this, and you watch magically as she's about to speak, the piece of a mage hand comes, almost like choking her neck, pulls the gag back into her mouth, and she goes like that.
Norbert, the moment he saw this guy turn towards him, realizes the jig is up. You said he only took one step on the bridge. He would step straight off the bridge, and even though I said, how far away is this guy? Probably too far for my range.
Let's see. Oh, you guys can't see him on the map. Let me show you what this looks like on the map. Reveal areas, please. Can you see it?
Yep. Oh, he is just in range. Norbert would immediately throw a psychic dagger at him the moment he turns towards us.
Okay. Ballsy. You don't want to know. You don't want to know what this guy's doing or nothing. I love it.
Nope. Nope. But we can see what he's doing, and so I would step off the bridge and immediately start sending my blades his way.
Okay.
Oh my!
Real quick.
I'm gonna
But-
miss on both because I rolled a 3 and a 4. So I'm gonna guess that they both miss.
They do. So you miss, he looks at you all, snaps his fingers, and he misty steps. To in the middle of the bridge, and looks at you all and says, words are more powerful than whatever that was. Care to introduce yourselves? You don't need to. I already know who you are. But manners, let's be obliged.
Oh God, he's the evil Adabon.
Speaking of which, Adabon, as you kind of hear that, you come awake. You still have this blindfold over and this gag in your mouth, but you do hear this person talking, his words fading in and out. Everything from this moment on, you can probably hear at this point. If you want to try to roll to break your bonds at any point, we can do that. Did you send me your... Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna write back to you on that.
All right.
Gonna say, if you're asking for initiative, you haven't told us to roll
Nope.
one yet. Okay, cool.
Oh, and for
That's what your health would be at,
freshly
Adabon.
returned player, remember, initiative rolls are secret, so you have to send them to the DM through Zoom.
Secrets.
I like that you're reminding me now, and when it's time, you're gonna forget anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You know me.
So, does anyone answer him about manners and introducing yourselves?
Oh,
Hi,
gosh,
I'm-
Lee. Sorry.
Say, hi, I'm Norbert, and I'm gonna kill you.
Okay.
Cole will charge across the bridge toward him with
Okay.
his glaive raised high.
Now Norbert really
Master
wants to
Dwarf.
collapse the bridge.
Yeah, nah.
How close do you get to him? Can you show me on the map?
Sure, I am going to go. Let me switch to the right computer here. I'm going to come to here, and then I'm going to Misty Step past him. 30
Ooh.
feet. All the way to there. So I will Misty Step to there and take 5, 10, 15, another 15. And that brings me right up to them, to Audubon, and I'm going to use my glaive to cut his ropes.
Okay.
What a move!
At this point, yeah, that was great. At this point, because this is happening so fast, I wanted to give you a chance to talk to this guy, but you guys want to dive into it. I'm gonna have everyone roll initiative.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
He's
I'm going with what the team. I'm feeling from the team.
This
So.
is. I'll talk to him in combat.
There you go. Love
I
it.
just feel like while blood is streaming out of our two allies, speech is not really, the priority.
No,
Actually,
totally.
good point.
And I like it. It makes sense for the characters. I just wanted, if you wanted to talk to him, I wanted to give you a chance.
The chance to. Real quick, the statue, like Lance is trying to pick up everything real quick. Does the statue resemble Strahd, or is it completely different effigy? Like
It's a
the golden
completely
statue,
different effigy.
like an old god. Okay.
Yes, it's exactly an old god. Cole, you're close enough now that you see 3 caskets surrounding this statue as well. That's what these orange squares are. One of them appearing to be floating in midair.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's a good thing you cast protection with good medieval.
Yeah.
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 We've got
No.
caskets! Caskets
We
floating!
got caskets!
I like how that's the most dangerous. He's got caskets.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Not that he has your friends
caskets
bound and
around.
is obviously performing some very creepy ritual. It's we got caskets.
Can we all
Do
take
I
a
need to
moment?
roll something to cut Audubon's ropes?
You have already used your turn. We're going into initiative now.
Oh! Why? Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'll just take a moment. Appreciate that Mario said live that Audubon is an ally of Norbit.
I know an ally of us as a group.
Oh.
Nope, that's not what you said.
Too late. No takebacks.
Hey, when we rescue you, there will be a price to be paid.
Oh.
Bear with me while I write down all your initiatives. I'm not seeing Chad. I do see Chad's slide.
Critical
Yes.
nerds, if you're talking to me about shattering the bridge, I'm not a cleric in this game. They wouldn't let me.
Paladin's gonna take that spell
It's not
too.
that we didn't let you. It's that someone already claimed it.
Just not high enough level yet.
Yeah, it would be. Level 5 paladins have level 2 spells, don't they?
Oh, damn, Lance.
By the way, above table question. Can paladins change their spells after a long rest?
I
Yes.
thought it was level. Oh, cool.
Long rest.
Sorry, bear with me. I gotta write all this down.
Oh, good.
Talk about sandwiches in the chat. It's National Sandwich Day.
I can't because Americans are weird, and sometimes I hear Americans calling burgers sandwiches, and that really upsets me.
They
Oh.
are sandwiches.
No, they're
They
not.
are
They're
not.
burgers.
They're burgers.
Really-
Burger and
they're
sandwich
really
is
not.
different. A
There's a
sandwich is
distinctive
slices
word.
of sliced bread.
Excuse me, but Americans invented the burger.
Oh, of
We
course
will.
they did. I'm
So
sure
to play
that's a
devil's
real
advocate
thing.
with that, a chicken sandwich isn't a chicken sandwich; it's a chicken burger.
That's true.
A chicken sandwich on 2 slices of bread is a chicken
That's a
sandwich.
chicken sandwich.
What's
If
I'm
you put
saying?
it-
Like you said, it's sliced. It's
We
not-
call a lot of chicken
isn't-
sandwiches. They're
A
actually-
bread roll is different from a slice of bread.
Okay, I have to concentrate.
I have a chicken wrap for my dinner tonight. that I gotta eat. So that's a sandwich.
No, that's a
more of
wrap.
burrito.
Yeah, you can call it a
That's a
burrito.
burrito.
It's not a sandwich. It's a wrap.
It's not really a burrito.
No, it's not. There's no salsa. Unless you put salsa on it, then
You want to hear a funny story?
rice and beans.
Always.
And...
Should be.
Throughout most of my kids' life, they heard their father referring to his favorite Mexican food, chimangas, right?
Okay, I did
Oh,
it.
this one.
They never knew what a chimanga was. Then one day, when they're in their teens, my youngest son goes shopping with me, and I said, "Oh, I got to get my chimangas." And I go over there. He goes, "Dad, they're not
Those are
called
chimichangas."
chimangas. They're called chimichangas."
Oh my god. I mean, chimangas sounds like some sort of Japanese animation.
Chimanga. Yeah, true.
I was thinking like of an animal.
Chimmy
but-
mangoes.
Yeah. Okay, you guys ready to play the game? So this creepy stuff's happening. Between between Norbit throwing the psychic dagger and Cole like making a beeline for Adamon, I have decided initiative has begun, especially because he would not want you to interrupt his ritual. Lance, you're up with this figure who you do not know his name yet on deck.
What's the name?
Okay.
Tony.
So Lance, after taking everything in, and after he says, "Oh, it's not, courteous to, say your names," he goes, "Well, if you already know our names, there's not much point to us introducing ourselves. But I appreciate the call to be proper. How about we settle this without any further violence? You come over, you stand down, and we talk this out." Suggestion.
Ooh, okay. I was gonna say I'm gonna call that your 6 seconds, but I like that you suggestion. Okay, what do I roll
Yeah.
for that?
It was a build-up.
It was good.
Yeah.
Saving
So
throw.
suggestion is a wisdom save.
Is this like a charm?
Oh, when the DM asks you, it's a charm. It is. Let me just have a look.
I don't think it says it in the description anyway.
It doesn't say it's a charm.
Okay. I just have
Doesn't
advantage
say
against being charmed.
creatures who are immune to
Magically
charms.
influences, but it doesn't. It
Okay,
doesn't say
then I'm
charm or anything like that. Yeah.
So wisdom save 20.
Silvery
Great.
barbs.
Silvery bar. You have that?
Yes, I do.
Cole does
as a
have that.
feature.
Yeah.
You're probably out of range.
Yeah, I gotta check my range here. As soon
Check
as
the
I
range.
find the stinking ability.
You got 60 feet?
You're 30 feet from him.
Well, there you go. You can definitely do 30.
It's
Creatures
60
that can't
and-
be charmed are immune to this effect.
Oh. Well, it's not that I'm immune. I just have
Immune.
advantage on saving throws if I am being charmed.
Okay.
Cool.
So with silvery barbs, it'll be a straight roll. The silvery barbs gives you disadvantage in a while.
Yeah, and
Natural 20. 27.
oh well, that's rude.
Good.
So I'm gonna say
One sec.
Oh.
One sec. I don't want to take away your nat 20. They're great.
No.
I'll do silvery barbs.
Oh, you're doing it again?
And my advantage for silvery barbs is gonna go on Elusa.
Wait, I'm confused.
Silvery barbs gives advantage to a player of your choice, character of your choice.
It's okay. It's not the person that it doesn't have to be on the person that you're wiping the roll from. Oh, okay, cool.
No, you can choose to give it to someone else.
Okay. I'll write down that she has advantage.
I was gonna do
Okay.
it for Lance, but
23.
That's okay.
good
Well,
lord.
She just not that one's not meant to work.
this man is not budging. All right. We tried a diplomatic
He
way.
feels your magic, raises his eyebrow, and says, Because it defines your character, not who you are.
Well,
And-
you can't blame me for trying, so.
Do you have anything else you're going to do?
Well, seeing that this is not gonna go that, it's gonna be resolved peacefully, he prepares himself. He's going to
Okay.
give himself the advantage he just got from his silvery bars.
Okay.
And bonus action.
Oh.
I think I'm not sure. Okay. In that case, I think he can't do. Like using critical role rules is if you do a bonus action, it's like below. It's like was it like? Sorry, my brain scrambled.
Okay.
Level 2 or lower.
We don't do critical role
Level
rules
2
in this
low.
game.
Okay.
No, I
Okay.
allow spells
No,
as
but-
bonus actions.
Yep.
Okay.
Is it like there's a limit to it, right?
Yeah.
So it's second level or first level if you do it like a bonus.
I thought it was second and lower.
Okay,
And then
cool.
all of my non-damage dealing cantrips can be cast as bonus actions as well in my games.
Right, that's right. And you had like special rules for
Mm-hmm.
the spells.
I forgot
All
about
right.
that one.
And I guess Lance will, in that case, he'll try, like, he'll make it seem like that's it, and he will then quickly, almost imperceptibly, his hands are going to quickly do like a quick gesture, and he's going to quicken spell, and he's going to try one more time to suggest him.
Okay. So I do wisdom saving.
Yeah.
25.
Oh gosh.
This man is really okay. That's his turn.
What CR is he?
Hey man, I told you to talk to him.
36?
I am trying.
No, I know you
am
are.
trying to
You're
talk
doing
to
a
him.
great. You're doing a great
I am
job.
trying to talk to him.
Okay.
That's my turn.
No.
Hey, this is how it would happen though, right? In real life, you'd be like, "Yeah, we can take this guy," and then be like, "Oh, maybe we can't." So
I think as the last thing, the Lance will like look back to everyone's like, and give them like the look like, this has got to be something. He's gonna go, brace yourselves.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe my throws weren't bad at all. Maybe he's just really hard to hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this gentleman, it's his turn. He walks forward. How many feet do I?
Just curious, does cutting Adabon free weaken him? Weaken the dude? Because
Which
Adabon's
dude?
blood isn't being drained anymore?
Or disrupt the ritual. Sorry,
You won't know
Okay.
until you try.
It's true.
Alright,
No,
it
to-
did! Uh-oh.
No, you
I'm
didn't.
glad I'm on this side of the bridge.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
Little line claw.
I told you you couldn't do it yet. So he walks forward, and as he does, the four of you. Wait, where's Sandra?
She's spider climbing across, remember you said?
She's
Yeah,
still back there. She didn't
There, I moved her.
get moved.
She's right there.
Yeah.
So the four of you, Leandra not included, you start to like feel like almost like a paralyzing buzzing as he walks forward, and then slowly getting louder and louder. Hear just like pelts and pelts of different screams. Some low guttural screams of pain, some sounding like quick, like someone's running and losing breath, some high, piercing. And you are hearing almost this deathly choir. And it becomes so loud, it's like thousands of people beating inside your brain. I need everyone to roll me a wisdom saving throw that's in that. Can you guys see his like circle of light?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, so
Oh, yes.
Lance, Chad, Norbit, and then Alusa as well. I need a wisdom saving throw.
19.
You save.
You know where you
Just-
turn on the aura on the token? There's a little 3-dot thing you can click for all
Oh, I
players
don't want you.
to see.
I don't want you to see where it is.
Oh, Okay.
That
Oh,
would
nice.
be very fun.
Uh,
wouldn't it?
because Lance is very, sometimes he's perceptive. Is this a spell? Or is this just something creepy ability that this man has?
This is a. It's kind of a spell. You can
Kind of a spell.
roll Arcana.
Will do.
Let Chad roll a 17.
You save.
Oh, don't sound so disappointed.
I'm not. I'm having fun playing this guy.
I
It
guess you
is
save.
a dirty 20. I can't
Oh,
remember.
nice. Any creature with intelligence. You can tell it is a spell, but unless you are protected by a mind blank spell, you can't get away from it. And
Okay.
so, with that high of a roll, I
That's
feel like
okay.
you'd know that.
That's okay. All we needed to know that it's something magical. Really quick, just like going through the works, and immediately he pulls out as he starts to feel the effects. He leaves through his book like it's floating next to him, and he goes, no, I don't think so. And when you cross something out that you're kind of writing something, you just cross it out.
Mm-hmm.
He pulls out his quill and he crosses out his spell. He casts counterspell.
You already used your reaction though.
You already did use your reaction.
Yeah.
I didn't. When did I use my reaction?
You silvery barbs me.
Oh yeah, I did too. Well done,
Oopsies.
everyone.
Roll a DC.
I'll save that for later.
Roll. Save a wisdom throw.
I'll do a wisdom
Wisdom
save. Oh shit, that's true. Thank you everyone for keeping me from cheating in the game. Do like that. Wisdom save is decent. 18.
Okay. All three of you save, so you'll take half damage instead of full.
Cool.
Half of 16 is 8. All three of you take
Ouch.
8 psychic damage.
Okay, I definitely can't uncanny dodge psychic damage, so I just.
No.
What?
Yeah.
And
Rabbit's
you're
not
just
immune to psychic?
holding your head as you hear this scream. Luckily, this is just a thing this guy can do, so I still have my action and bonus action. So he is going to take out a beautiful scimitar with kind of like blood rubies all down its shaft, and he kind of very elegantly with elf-like grace pulls it up and then just comes down upon you, Norbit. Does a 21 hit you?
All day.
Oh, all day. 11 slashing damage.
Does
You
he
can
have
uncanny
advantage?
dodge that.
No, I rolled a 21.
Yeah, also it's 7 damage, not 11.
7 plus 4 slashing.
Oh, no, because that's giving you the 30. You've got
Oh!
your advantage.
Does it?
Yeah, it's for
Yeah.
the
Oh,
crit.
my bad. I
Yeah.
apologize.
So I'll still uncanny dodge and drop it down to 3.
Okay. Great. He has another attack, so he goes to hit you, Chad. It's like he just almost keeps going past Norbit. Does a 23 hit you?
Yeah, sure.
11
Man,
damage.
This guy.
Sure,
11
sure.
damage.
Even do
And does a 24 hit you, Lance?
Sure does.
11 damage.
Damn.
And then he spins it, your own blood flecks your faces, and kind of cracks his neck and says, "Did we want to chat now?" And Elusa's up with Cole on deck. Ooh, Elusa, I think, would be very worried about her Franz.
I'm worried about my prawns.
Nah.
I think
It's so
Alyssa's worried about her
these
own
are
skin.
so hard because like I feel like
How's Elusa's strength? Can she just like spurt and kick him off the ledge?
I
I'm
really
wondering.
want her to.
I'm wanting
Yes.
Chad to.
Guys, I see it's like hard, right? I just don't know. Hold on, please.
What?
Hold. We can try to shove. Let's try to shove this dude.
What spells does she have?
Alright.
Does she
Good
have like
ones?
rasping vine or something that she could whip him
Mm-mm.
off that might be better? No. Okay.
No, she's got like. Actually, you know what she's gonna do? She's gonna
Maybe
cast
it was
Misty
Leander
Step.
that used that.
she's gonna do cast Misty Step, and to get because I think the screaming is so overwhelming, that she's gonna try to just get away from this guy, and she's going to go over here. So you see, almost in a flash, she's holding her temples. She kind of like whips her head, and then like it's like she's not there, and she appears on the other side of this bridge, and then perfectly, like as she appears, takes her bow, strings it, and she's going to shoot at him. Because I think her other spells might hit you guys. A 19 does hit him.
Yeah. I was worried
Yay.
for a second.
6 piercing damage. So yeah, this arrow pierces him, and you see him barely flinch. He's kind of like bites his teeth and starts to look behind him. Cole, you're up with Chad on deck. You're on mute, Peter.
Mhm.
You are muted.
I'll look down at Adabon and I'll say, 1 second. And I'll come to here. Dadgummit, wrong computer. I'll come to... Now wrong button. Okay. I'll come to here and I will turn unholy.
Ooh. That's pretty cool. What does that look like for your character?
I lift up the amulet and I say, "Get out of here, you freak!" I have to be within 30 feet, so I'll be moving within 30 feet. I just got to measure.
Just to
took
confirm,
15
you
feet.
didn't cut Adabon's bonds in the end?
No.
Okay.
He said, "I'll be right back."
How many feet is it?
You're 35 from him right now. You've already moved 15.
Okay. There. Now I turn unholy. And let's see. Each fiend or undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, and
He's 35 feet from you.
well, I'm moving within 30 feet. So,
Oh, okay. So you want to go up on the bridge. Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
I got you.
and how do I determine? Oh, 14 is the DC.
Wisdom save?
throw. Yep.
You rolled a 23.
Oh my gosh!
we made this.
We've been through this like 2 times.
It is cool. It is
He's
cool
only
you showing
saved,
your
like,
power
10 of
though.
them.
I do really like seeing the image of Cole floating because he's never done this.
And well, I tried. You're on your own.
Join the club.
Ooh, that is pretty cool. Yeah.
Except it's a new term for me, so I'll silvery barbs him.
Oh, okay.
Again, we've been through this.
20.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh!
What did I just say?
And just like that, our paladin has no more spells.
And just like that, he is out.
Well, the first one was a feature, so. But that one
you've
took a spell slot.
cast 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anything
the
else
first
for
one
you?
was a feature. The second one is a spell slot.
Who do you give advantage to, Cole?
Who's next? Who's on deck?
Who's
Whoever that is
next?
gets.
Chad.
Chad.
Chad, you get advantage.
Oh, I forgot to roll Luso's advantage, but I guess I didn't really need it.
Push him off the edge, Chad.
Just punt him off.
Yeah, so Chad's gonna rage.
Naturally.
That gives you
naturally.
advantage anyway, though.
Yeah, gonna rage. And then yes, I will.
Do you get creepy again?
Yeah, get creepy again. So you just see him get like elongate, like his muscles stretch. He gets a little bit taller, but everything just becomes more emaciated and thin.
Also,
and,
Adabon, you're on deck.
and gross. and kind of like his skin's almost like falling off of his face now. His hair's thinned out and gone completely white.
Oh God! It looks like he's doing it again.
And yeah, he's just gonna try to kick him off, like shove him off the edge. Basically, just gonna push. So that's strength saving throw.
For me?
You, yes. Was that
Oh, acrobatics. isn't it?
17 DC?
Sick.
Isn't this just a strength contest?
It says. Where did it go? Shove. Must succeed on a
Oh,
strength
it's an
and
actual
dexterity
thing.
save. And that's my DC equals 8 plus proficiency bonus plus my strength. So it's 15, 17.
Who's
All
next?
right. So,
Wait, proficiency.
so he's
is-
wise, but is he
So
strong?
what's my proficiency bonus? What is that? That's the
3 plus 3.
plus 3. Oh, so that's wait,
20.
20.
18.
18. 18. 18. 18. You have to be an 18 DC 18.
Hold on, sorry, I'm reading a reaction he has. Dang, that will not work, but it would have been cool.
Go in, Chad.
Okay. Ah!
I just
Alright.
hope he's wise and not strong. So
Yeah, he
That's what I'm hoping.
there
There you go.
Cool. So where do you shove him?
I shove him off the bridge.
How
he's a-
hard? Like, are you
As
trying to
hard as
get
I-
him? Are you trying to
Bottom
get him
kick?
to hit this wall behind, like 10 feet
No, I'm
away?
trying to get
or
him to
just go
fall.
off? Okay.
No, he's throwing him off. Just seen.
He turns into
So
a bat.
you see Chad push with all this rage, and this character kind of stumbles and starts to fall backwards, and like the echo as he falls down below.
How far is the question?
And I'm actually roll.
It's 3 feet deep.
No, it's deep.
It's a little pit.
Ooh, but because he rolled a 22, about 20 feet down, he grabs onto one of these spikes protruding from the wall. You almost hear his shoulder luxate and pop out of the socket as he's just holding and swinging. I'm going to have him roll 10 damage for that.
Oh,
Or,
Leandra's going
10.
to take care of him down there, I bet.
Yeah. Okay, and then that was 4 damage from dislocating his arm.
Which side is he stuck on?
The side closest to Lance.
Okay.
And that's an action, right?
That was your action to shove.
Shove
him
is an
down.
action, and then
Yeah.
your bonus action was raging. You can move
Oh,
if you want.
Also, I have to roll a D8
Uh-oh.
or my wild surge magic.
Oh no.
Fireball on self. Let's go.
Yeah, straight up.
No, my wild surge stuff isn't that bad. Like, it's actually
This is barbarian wild magic.
barbarian wild magic.
This isn't Norbert's crap.
Okay. I teleport up to 30 feet in unoccupied space that I can see. Until my rage ends, I can use this effect again on each of my turns as a bonus action.
I
Okay,
love that one.
tell me that where you're teleporting to is on top of where he's landed to nudge him off the edge from the weight of
Just
him.
just kick him again.
Theory,
that.
he
Then
would have
Chad
had to
falls
have-
too, though.
Wait,
In
What?
theory, he would have had to have teleported before he pushed him.
Yeah.
That's a bonus action, isn't it?
right.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
next
But
time.
it's
It lasts the duration of your rage, right?
yeah. Oh no, yeah.
Yeah.
As long as I'm raging, and I can teleport. So
Yeah.
Cool. Adabon. Oh, sorry. Is that it for you? I apologize.
yeah, I just need to figure out where I'm gonna end up.
Where did he teleport to?
I thought he can't this round.
No, but
Oh,
he still has
He
his
can't, Peter. Next turn, he
Next
can
turn he
teleport.
can.
movement. Yeah, he still has his movement
Yeah,
though.
totally got it now.
I didn't mean to draw a line. Go ahead and do it.
He's vandalized the map. How dare you?
Out of the cards.
I
can't
delete it. I don't know what to do.
I got you.
Okay.
Okay. Adabon, you're up with Norbit on deck.
Yeah, let's slow things down.
Or
Do I
action pack.
remember? How did I get here? What
Yeah.
is going on?
So I will, for your 6 seconds of turn, you can either take an action or you can try to recollect. So
Oh,
it's
I
up to
recall
you.
nothing. Okay, perfect.
Not right
I don't know
now.
how I got here. Excellent.
No
Well,
recollections.
no, I'll give you faint stuff that you would know. You remember
How did
diving
I get
after
here?
Irina. You remember diving after Irina. You remember washing up in here and there were a bunch of folks with cultist like garb on. And then besides that, you were pretty much knocked out and you're just kind of waking up.
Okay. Have I been stripped of my gear, or do I?
Yes.
Okay.
And you're bound.
I
His
guess.
wrists, ankles, gag in the mouth, and thing over the eyes.
I would
I
attempt
swear I'll be
to
there in a minute.
remove the blindfold first.
Easy. Don't even have to roll for it. You can just lift your bound hands and pull it off.
Okay. So that's a free item interaction. What about the gag?
Also, I'll give that in the same. That's fine.
All right. What does my passive perception and investigation give me?
What is the number?
It's a good question. Passive perception is 14. Passive investigation is 17.
Great. Passive perception. You see your belongings. I'm going to draw them with a blue marker. Right there. Passive investigation tells you that Irina is very, very weak. Much weaker than you. She's barely holding on.
Okay. And I see our blood is being sucked up. I see 3 coffins. One of them is floating.
Mm-hmm.
I see the statue that I don't recognize.
Yeah. Thinking back to your backstory, you wouldn't.
What, how hard would it be to get this rope off of me, do I think?
You can roll a. How hard do you? I mean, if you want to try to get it off, you could roll sleight of hand.
No,
It's-
I want to know if it's worth an action or if it's going to take more than that.
I mean, if you got a correct sleight of hand roll, it would be your full action. Correct? Yes. That helps answer.
All right. I will roll my way over to Irina and attempt to remove her bonds. You said sleight of hand?
Yep.
Cool.
With disadvantage because your hands are bound.
With disadvantage is
Oh
a
no!
not
That
one,
one
but
and a
I
Oh!
The duality of man.
have an inspiration, so
There you go.
I'll use that.
Hey.
Bellevue's the inspiration. Who are you?
It's not for me.
Nat 20.
Well, it's a disadvantage.
Jinx
So
it.
18. 18 does get it off. So as you are like struggling, you able to get some of your dragonborn claws underneath hers and kind of rip through. And she takes a huge deep breath, and you notice that the blood on her wrist that this is kind of like was like pulling seems to like it's still bleeding, but not as bad. It's almost like the statue was wanting the blood. And one of the outstretched palms that was on Irina's side, the energy kind of mutes. The ones pulling from you is still vibrating kind of high.
Yeah,
And
I'm okay with
Irina's
that.
free. Irina's free.
If I can use my bonus action to allow me to do some sort of arcana or religion or something, then fine. Otherwise, that's my turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's your turn. I gave you
Okay.
quite a bit on that.
Yep.
Norbit, you're up with Irina on deck.
Okay. Norbert really doesn't like this guy. Would you make it like disadvantage or something for me to aim specifically for his hand that's holding the ledge?
You can
Would
see
you-
him.
Like
I
I want to dagger his fingers to make him let go.
I wouldn't give you disadvantage. I think you're a well-trained person. I think the AC may adjust a bit because you're going for a
Okay,
specific
well
part.
It's a specific
that's fair.
body part.
That's fair. I will. Can I get an angle from where I am to crouch and steady aim?
Yes. Also, I would like the audience to remember this very important moment where he just said I'm a fair DM. So in the future, we can just throw that back in his face. Yeah. Where would you like to move to?
Well, I can't. So that's the point. If I can see him from where I am, then I have to use my movement to crouch, and that gives me steady. That's a bonus action basically, and that gives me advantage on my one attack.
I'd say you'd have to be on that bridge.
Well, there goes steady aim. So I'll just move
Oh, yeah,
and
steady aim.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'll just take a shot of his fingers.
Just take a shot. You might get
Okay,
him.
as you walk, because I said he's about 20 feet down,
Yep.
you start to hear that screaming again. So I need a
Gross.
DC Wisdom saving throw,
Okay.
and I will let you still do it. But
All right. That's an 18.
cool,
No.
you're able to block it out as you really focus in on your shot. And then what did you roll for your shot?
That is a 25 to hit.
Dude, the DC was at 23. Okay, yeah, you all watched perfectly as an orbit. The arrow goes through the back of his hand into this like piece of stone, and the scream that he screams, it's none of the screams you heard in your brain. It's so much fouler as it kind of echoes off and off. And now there's like blood. He's starting to like kind of slip on his turn. Anything I do now will be with disadvantage because he is actively starting to fall. Like the arrow, you can see it pulling through his
Well,
tendons,
sorry,
like,
that was
slitting his
my virtual dagger, like my psychic dagger.
Oh, I
Go.
thought it was like an actual thing. Apologies. Okay. So
No, I
you're
just
trying to
wanted-
get him
I
to let
wanted-
go.
Still really
Yeah,
cool though.
It's all about the pain getting straight to his finger, and I still have another shot if needed.
Yeah,
Bit of a con save.
he's barely holding on with 2 fingers now.
Okay, then I'll take another
shot.
shot with my bonus action,
Is
and
he concentrating on a spell?
The guy?
Yeah, because
Nope.
if so, we need. Oh, darn.
This is
No,
that's
I
a
missed.
picture of him.
He
What was it?
missed. He missed. He missed.
it was 10.
But he is barely hanging on, and you can all see that.
It's up. Everyone, hit him with anything you've got. He's got to fall. say
Irina.
that.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say he said that out loud, so he's not excluding anyone from that
It's not
conversation.
excluding anyone anymore.
Yeah.
Just anyone.
Okay. Irina is up. Yeah. Oh, I forgot what it was like to play her. She is going to, now that her hands are free, she pulls her blindfold, she pulls her gag, she looks at you, Adabon, and she's going to use her action to try to undo your bonds with her sleight of hand.
Didn't
What's that?
Adabon roll a nat 1 to free her?
No.
That was to free himself.
No.
He uses inspiration.
He used inspiration.
Oh, that's right.
She rolled a 4. She is panicking. Her hands are slick with blood.
Shaky.
She's looking in your eyes and just, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And she can't do it. And with a bonus action,
with Lance, he will keep his promise.
I can't leave you.
Go.
But I can't. Okay.
Go.
And she's going to instead run to your things, pick them up with her bonus action, and
Good
try
girl.
to throw them. She gets them
And she
up.
throws a sword through his face.
It's a cane.
That one kills Adabon.
Yeah, she gets it about that much closer to you, Adabon. And then she kind of, like slouches against the side with her 2 hit points I've given her because I'm the worst. And yeah, and she's heavily breathing and being like, your things. And now Leandra's up with Lance on deck. Leandra, going to spider crawl.
That's what I wanted.
It's 15, 20 down. So she gets to about 5 feet away from him. Which is perfect. And she's going to, one of those 2 fingers, she's going to take it and peel it back. And like it's bending
Ooh.
and breaking backwards. And be like, who do you work for and what are you doing? And just like holding it. And he's like, "Ah!" as it's like pulling back, like you hear, ooh, my own finger pop. That felt really good. You feel like the pop
So realistic.
crack. Yeah, I get really into it. And pulling back, and he's like, he like grounds his teeth, and he just says, "You're messing with magic you know nothing about." And Leandra is going to cast. I had this.
It's like words.
It'd be great if she right now cast Shatter on what he was holding on to, hitting herself too, but just not caring.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty cool.
yeah, not giving a shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd just be totally boss.
She's gonna cast heat metal on him,
Oh.
Oh, that's good.
on his armor. So she's
Dun,
holding
dun,
it, and then he.
dun.
You see like flames almost lick up under his armor as he's getting hotter and hotter. And she says, "You're not answering my question." And I'm gonna go ahead and have that be her turn because she would want information from this person who's messing with undead and who might have information on Strahd. That's the first round of combat. We're gonna take our first break so you can all kind of take in what's
Sounds
going
good.
on. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Everyone watching from home, I hope you're enjoying. Have fun in the chat. We'll see you in 5.
Hey.
Hey, howdy, hey. Welcome back to D&D Play 20's Curse of Strahd, where we're going to have some fun. I'm not going to give you a recap because you've probably been watching, and if you haven't, you're in for quite the ride. So, we just finished one round of combat.
We're
which is
already having fun.
insane. Yeah, Lance, you're up with this figure hanging off a cliff by one finger, being basically tortured by Leandra up next.
Okay. So we heard her then and started like interrogating him.
Yeah,
That was clear. Yeah. Okay.
she is not holding back.
All right. So Lance will make sure he can has line of sight to the spectacle, and
Oh.
he
Sorry,
Yes.
I apologize. I should have rolled for her not to hear the screaming,
With-
right?
the wisdom save. Yeah. Sure.
I'm so sorry. You can still do what you're gonna do. I just might get hurt some damage.
I mean,
Okay.
she eats people's psyches for lunch, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's pretty much just giving her a free meal. He should give her health instead,
Yeah.
like temporary hit points.
Temporary hit points.
Advantage on insight because she can see his dreams.
Absolutely.
So Lance, as you look down and you hear her doing this, Leandra's very committed, but you notice blood running down her ears.
Okay.
So you know
Uh,
what's
we-
affecting her.
Tyrannos goes, everyone, help Adabon, and the lady. Me and Leandra will handle this. So with that, he's going to hold. Wait, no, I'm not gonna hold. He's barely hanging on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Correct.
Cast buttery fingers on him.
Alright.
Oh, God, donkey. I'm so dumb. I know what I should have done. What an idiot.
You should have thrown your grease globe at him.
I should have thrown my grease
I thought
ball
about
at
it.
him.
I thought about it. I was like, oh, I
Ah.
shouldn't have given him that. Whoopsie daisies.
Oh, I'm so annoyed at myself for not thinking of it.
Okay. I think Lance, seeing how if she's bleeding she probably took a lot, some significant damage.
Mm.
So he is going to choose to try and end this here and now, despite the trying to get information. So with that, he's going to cast magic missile
Oh, nice.
and just aim it, concentrate it all on his the last remaining fingers, and try and pry
And
him
you
off.
don't have to. Those don't.
I don't roll for that. I just pelt him
Yeah,
with it.
it's just.
That is a great use of that spell. Love it.
Yeah, it is. Take inspiration.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah. Give me your damage.
Alright.
So
Here it
sad.
comes.
How much damage does a finger have?
It's so
I
much
sad.
damage
I had
does a finger
such a
have?
cool thing I was gonna
How
do.
many hit points does a finger have?
Well, who says he's gonna die when he falls?
No, I said his finger before he lets go.
Oh, he just blasts his finger off.
Yeah.
So 3 for the first bolt, first finger, and next finger, and 4 damage. And...
It's all one. It's all one. There's only one finger left holding, wasn't it?
Yeah, because that one's being bent backwards. Ooh, I popped the bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he just
Yeah, Lance does
flings
that.
them.
Leandra looks up at you, kind of giving you an acquisitive look, and yeah, and then he falls. The darkness almost engulfs him like he's a snack of the night.
Do we hear a
And
splat?
I love that. Snack
Well,
of the night. Inspiration
it's-
to you. Just him.
thanks. It's running water down there, so you don't hear the water splash, but it's also like really choppy, so you're not quite sure. I will put him on the GM layer.
God, I
You
wish
are
I was a
all-
monk right now. I'd
You are
dive
Killed
all
him.
now out of initiative. You
Can
see a
Can I do something quick?
What?
Can I do something quick? I just
Yeah.
want
Chad wants to do something.
I'm gonna. I think that at this point, Chad has like he's a little bit more aware of what's going on, as far as raging goes. So
Yeah, I was
he's gonna
about to have
take
you roll your
his
D100.
1 sec, like this split second of like understanding that okay, cool, like that's over. I need to get away from my party. So he's gonna run. He's gonna misty step 30 feet away, back the direction, away from
You
everybody.
probably. Oh, no, you
to
teleport.
kind of
Yeah.
let himself cool down.
Hey, where are you misty stepping to?
Like right. Let me move him. Right by the basically back by the portal where we were at, like right here behind this wall.
Okay.
To kind of cool down.
I love it. I love it. Chad's
he doesn't
putting
wanna,
himself in timeout.
Because yeah, he's putting himself in time out, letting the time go, so he can calm down and he's not tempted to attack anyone. No.
Leandra.
God.
Yeah, roll a D100.
Why
God
did you
damn it.
say that,
Cole,
Cole?
why did you say that, Cole? It's a 24.
You do not,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Yeah, Cole.
Yeah, Cole.
Leandra
You
spider
forgot to give us
crawls.
homework, teacher.
Peter's
Leandra's-
gone. Cole is all that is left.
Leandra spider crawls back up the wall, pushing her short black hair back as she's taking deep breaths. You all notice her ears are kind of bleeding. She looks very weak, and she's heavily breathing. And she just makes eye contact with you, Lance, and points at Irina, and then kind of leans against the wall, like putting her head on her hands.
If we're out of initiative, I'd like to do some Audubon stuff.
Yep, Elise also runs forward.
Excellent.
Hey, he's back. Go ahead.
Adavon's back.
Audubon has both of the
Attaboy.
ropes. He's going to kind of step back and look at this statue in the eye. There is a kind of moment, and he will activate his Crimson Right on the rope, pouring his own blood towards this thing. She goes, and then he will lean back, and his eyes just spray this stream of blood up into the face of this statue, along with the blood that he's feeding up through his hands.
So he completes the ritual, right?
I
Yeah,
know, that's what I'm wondering.
he's trying to, right?
If Irina gets to walk away from it, yep, that's the deal.
I got
So
you.
you
I see.
can go ahead
Yeah.
and roll religion for me.
If it helps, that's an extra 4 damage from my Crimson Right to myself. I had doing religion. Do I get my advantage for
Mm-hmm.
creepy things?
I would personally count this as something quite creepy.
All right.
If he doesn't have advantage, I want Belvedere to get advantage for commitment to the bit there. I reckon that.
I
13, guys. That's my 13.
Yeah,
Might
that's
be
enough.
you don't know.
It
There you
is. Yeah, as you are pouring blood into this, your whole party now sees your eyes spray blood from your eyes. You feel like you've seen enough, you've read enough, you understand enough. The statue and blood sacrifice piece of this is done, but there's something missing that's not completing it. You didn't roll high enough for me to tell you what that is, though.
Okay. So
And-
kind of at the terms.
Given that we, the people, as players, sort of recognize what Adabon's doing, How do our characters feel about what they're seeing? Like, do they recognize that it seems like he's actually trying to complete whatever this unhinged lunatic was trying to do?
Yeah, Lusa has an arrow loosely locked. Loosely locked. I like that. Loosely knocked as she walks up and says, Adabon, what are you doing?
And Norbert would be the same.
Think that perhaps if you take Irina and go, I shall do what needs to be done.
And what is
Adabon,
that
we
exactly?
I'm not quite sure yet.
Adabon, we came down here and rescued you. Is your debt to your captor greater than your debt to us?
Good line.
Do you feel we can leave this place without further risk?
Irina walks up to you and puts a hand on your wrist and says, we do not make peace with evil. Let go.
You also have a debt to Irina, a promise you have made. Keeping the promise to her should take priority as it was made first.
That doesn't matter.
It does to him.
Just let go.
Adabon just looks back to Lance.
Lance is gone. Lance left. No, I'm kidding.
Lance like, hey guys.
Hey, bye.
Hey, Brandon, there's the receipts I mentioned.
Yeah.
Adabon didn't make a deal.
Let go.
Adabon will let go of the ropes and go get his stuff.
Yeah, I can delete the blue circle. As you let go of the
Hey.
ropes, you hear crash, crash, crash.
Oh, gross.
These caskets kind of fall. The last one that was kind of hovering floats and it slides down a couple feet at the slanted opening of a chasm that has a waterfall pouring into it. And they're all kind of like just broken old wood. And the power is still humming in the palms, but it doesn't seem like it's like activated. And the statue's just staying there.
But can we see in the caskets? Are they open or are they
They're closed.
sealed shut?
They're closed. They were not necessarily sealed. They're closed though.
Does anyone have a wooden stake of some sort?
Collier up.
Leandra walks up and says, No, wooden stake. That's just so out of date.
She would say that.
I'm pretty sure I can pull out some wooden stakes, actually. Let me just double check.
Completely ignore her. Yeah, I
Is that
got
an
this.
actual stake
I've
from
got
his pocket?
this.
Let me double check here.
I think we
I
would
do. There you
ignore-
go. I have wooden
We would
stakes.
ignore the real Leandra just the same if she was, advocating for undead in this
Advocating for the
situation.
undead. Yeah.
As Adabon is rooting through his bags, he just tosses kind of a pouch of stakes towards, and then pulls out
Medium
a book.
rare.
Go for it.
Yep.
Roll a strength roll.
Could it be with advantage because he's using it like a crowbar?
Sure.
Leverage. Hey, advantage for leverage.
Advantage for science.
What was that?
Does not hit. This is a 25-foot pure gold statue. The DC is a lot higher than that. Sorry. I know.
Nat 20 is only. Nat
The
20 is only
limitations of
count
your mortal
for.
form.
Sorry, bud. I know I want to give it to you, but
Can I
No.
walk? Am I
Calm down
in
now.
right mind by now? You think?
Yeah, totally.
Cool. I think at this point, Chad's gonna walk up and see what Cole's trying to do, and I think I might help, not
Okay.
knowing what's going on. So
At this point, Audubon has also pulled out the Book of Mysterious Evil and is skimming through it for something about this statue. See
Okay.
if he can put the pieces together.
Very smart. I'll
Okay,
let Chad go first, and then we'll go to Audubon. Lance, unless you have something that's going to affect either of those things.
do I?
Nah, I
is,
can-
Is,
I
is
can wait.
is my advantage from the silvery barb still gone now, or do I still have it?
No, it's your next roll.
I didn't use it.
No, you didn't
can
use
use
it.
it.
You still have it.
Okay, I'm rolling with advantage. Let's see. No, that's not much.
If Cole only missed it by one, would not just the extra strength of an extra person be
Oh.
enough then?
I didn't say he missed it by one.
Within
Oh.
a minute,
Gotcha.
the silver barbs.
Oh,
So if it took more than a minute after,
it probably
to
took
do
more
his
than a minute.
timeout.
So then that's just 17.
Yeah. You're also heaving it. It almost feels like it's bolted in place. It's so heavy, and it's been there for a very long time.
Chad's just gonna bust. He's gonna brush his hands off. And it's like, oh, yep.
It was a really good idea.
He goes, it's not
it
moving.
was.
No, but yeah, it's not going anywhere.
I'm just trying to be really realistic how big heavy this
No, no.
statue
25 feet
is.
is huge. Yeah.
Absolutely fair.
The statue's mocking you. You should
Yeah.
attack it again.
Audubon. Oh. You smack its thigh. Audubon, as you're kind of very, wiping the blood out of your eyes and going through this book quickly, trying to scan, you see a picture of this statue in the book. You speak
Okay.
Abyssal, yeah?
Yeah, I speak Abyssal. The whole book's in Abyssal.
Yep. And underneath it just says, the old gods are ancient and powerful. Through them alone was the cursed land of Barovia created and maintained. But now even Strahd has, not Strahd, now even the powers of Barovia have consumed them as well. And this is obviously like a statue of one of them.
Has Norbit approached the coffins with the stakes yet, or is he doing something else?
That was my plan. I'm just waiting for everyone to have their go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
you
Norbert
would've
would
had-
just. He's got a stake in his hand. He's basically opening that coffin, and the moment he's just ready to drive if he sees anything resembling a vampire. He's aiming right for the heart. And I figure he's got enough wherewithal to stop himself if it's something else or there's nothing there. But that's what he's looking for. Any person sort of lying there with their arms crossed or something like that, what you'd expect a vampire to look like.
As vampires. The
Yeah.
stereotype of vampires.
You open it, stake ready, and there is an old, decayed, almost cleaned skeleton. It lays in golden robes. There are 2 diamonds in the sockets of the skull, and it has a gold and diamond tiara upon its head. And there is a scroll underneath its crossed arms as it lays there.
Okay, believe it or not, Norbert's going to ignore the obvious treasure, move over to the next one, and do the same thing.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you go to this far one then, yeah?
Sure.
Okay, you open and see something very similar. It's also an old skeleton with a scroll. This one has an ancient war helmet upon it that kind of goes down. It has rubies in its eyes, and a huge, like the size of your palm, like tarantula is just crawling slowly over its face as you look down into it.
Okay, then he'd go to the third coffin over under the statue.
So the third one is at like a really precarious angle because it's like about to fall. So I will need a dex saving throw.
Audubon's going to follow and begin to burn the caskets.
That's another
Oh,
nat 20.
okay. Oh, night 20. Yeah, you perfectly are able to open it, angle it. And then you see that one has a very small, almost like gnome size, like figure. Same thing, crossed arms with a scroll. And there is a feather behind like the skull, almost like it might have sat at one time in the hair or the ear of this creature, and it has it's a beautiful sash of like really rare dyes that seems just not as faded across its body.
There's, I assume the others have followed and looked in the other coffins at this point.
Yeah, Adabon's about to catch him on fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Norbert probably just says, I don't know if we want any of the things from these coffins. I say what Adabon's doing, burn them and move on.
Are you using dragon fire or regular fire?
I don't have Dragonfire.
Oh yeah, you're a special planet dragonborn.
That doesn't speak Draconic.
No. He's just a
Dragonborn.
lizard.
What's this? I'm a swamp lizard. Yeah.
What is
he's a
this
swamp lizard.
stereotype?
Dragonborn.
Okay. Yeah, you catch each coffin on fire, and as they Irina still really weak, kind of as smoke starts to fill this enclosed space, starts coughing.
I
And
feel like Leandra would have healed her by now. Just saying.
true.
I think she will get to it.
Maybe it's mental. Maybe it's mental fatigue that's making her cough. And yeah, and
Yeah, you
each
don't know.
coffin starts breaking down. The like robe-like clothes and things like that burn. The wood of the coffins burn, but the bodies don't. And neither do the things on them or the scrolls. Those just stay and kind of collapse onto the ground as this wood burns and breaks down.
All right.
Hmm.
Is it worth us attempting to damage the statue, break it somehow? If we can get an arm off it or something, maybe any strange evil power it has is gone.
I may have an idea about that. But before you make Lance makes sure that Leandra and wow, I forgot her name.
Melusa?
No,
Irina.
Irina?
Irina
Irina Coliano.
is okay. Like again, she seems like she was in pain, but she's kind of giving her a good look over, making sure she's okay. He goes, "Yeah, I may have an idea about that. It's experimental, but I may be able to get rid of it
Lance,
if everything goes well."
what's your passive perception?
Oh boy, I like when the DM asks me that. 16.
As you say, if everything goes well, and you kind of are starting to look at your book, and you hear behind you, and you look and see this ghostly stallion. Black, half of its face is missing as this horse skull is out, and atop it, looking very hurt, dripping wet, is that man.
Stallion, not the unicorn from the camp.
No,
That's what I was thinking at first, but it's the guy.
It's a
that
dead
transformed.
stallion, yeah. And he is breathing heavy and says, "You cannot burn the bodies of the gods." And then the horse, that was really impressive, rears back.
Wow.
And he takes off completely down the other way, out of the caves. So you
He's gonna roll
know
dexterity
he
saves against
is
those numbers.
alive.
So one of these things in the coffins didn't resemble the statue, though, did it?
I mean, they're just bones. This is like a full. Not only is the sculpture like a full figured female, but it has a like a veil over its head, like carved. But yes, one of the
Interesting.
Was the burning enough to burn the bones?
no. So that's what I was saying is the coffin burned, the clothes on them burned, the bones stayed perfectly okay, and so did like the tiara and the helm and the sash and the scrolls they're carrying. None of that burned. And
But
then he
the
just
one, the coffin here was dangling, precariously. Wouldn't it and anything inside it have fallen down into this crevice?
the bones just laid where they were, and as it caught on fire, the pieces just kind of fell off. I'd say maybe
Did
it
the
lost
stakes burn?
Norbert would then want to start. He's got a hammer. He would like to start trying to crush these bones and see if they can be broken.
I'm tap the book as I tuck it away. I think that perhaps these are not our enemies. It seems they have issues with Strahd as well.
Do you still bring your hammer down as he says that?
No, he'd stop himself. I don't like it.
Irina, oh, go ahead.
I would want to then start examining these items, but is there any way to examine them without touching them? Because I just feel like I think Norbert feels certain they're going to be cursed.
Bad juju. Yeah.
Perception.
Leandra has used Speak to Dead. Somebody's used Speak to Dead.
Let me see who has it. You are clever.
And for what it's worth, my perception is 27.
Okay. Oh, she does have Speak with the Dead.
Sure, somebody had used it before, yeah.
And I did not use that many. Okay. Oh man, I love when I talk to myself. Okay. Well, let's go ahead
Whether or
and
not she'd use it, I don't know, but
I think she would. Norbit,
Mm-hmm.
what did you roll?
27.
These look cursed.
Figured.
Cursed.
Do we have any? Should we? These items, I could tell they're cursed. Should we drop them over the edge? Does anyone have a way to dispose of them, to hide them?
Well,
I don't.
sorry, the bodies are cursed or the items are cursed?
The items.
Yes, Leandro.
Well, I might have an idea. Let me see. I don't know if it's something that takes 10 minutes. Oh, that's duration.
Should be instantaneous.
Yeah.
Speak with Dead.
Unless
I can ask
it's a
5
ritual.
questions. Okay, here's how we're gonna do this.
Mm.
Because I don't want this much pressure on Leandra's character when she's not here. I will cast it. You all will tell me what 5 questions to ask. Is that fair? You can each get 1.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Thanks, bud.
So
Norbit.
Leandra,
Which one should we speak to?
yeah. So you have the one with like the circuit on its head and the diamonds in its eyes. You have the one with the helm with the rubies in its eyes, and you have like the smaller statured one with the feather and the sash across its chest.
I think this one closest to the statue just feels the most important to me.
Was that the one that was floating?
Yeah.
I was contemplating not doing the gnome for that reason, but I do think it's the one near the statue.
That one is the gnome. Yeah.
So that one, I think.
Okay, bear with me because I have a lot of notes. So give me like 2 seconds while you roleplay among yourself.
Okay.
Because this was supposed to go differently. I really like how it's
differently.
gone, but it was supposed to be that these spirits were called forth versus you talking with the dead. So just give me a quick second, please.
I mean,
the book implies that Strahd has taken this place from them.
Seems reasonable.
I don't hate that idea.
Yeah.
Norbert looks over at Cole and he's just like,
Face palm.
he's having many conflicted, confused thoughts today. Apparently, I'm told people can't hear Peter. Oh, yep. And now Brandon's saying, I just realized Brandon said it too.
Can you hear
I
me?
forgot to unmute myself.
Oh,
Well, we can hear you here, so.
I've been quiet. Well, on the OBS.
Mm.
Sorry there, crit nerd. The good news is I wasn't speaking till just a second ago, so.
Mm.
That little red X, hard to
Well,
see.
basically, Cole gave up his question for
Yeah.
Adabon to ask it. Is all that you missed.
Yeah, because he knew he was going
Because
to ask something
Cole would
stupid.
mess it up. Yeah.
okay.
And this
I
guy on the
think-
horse disappeared.
I think I've got it. I don't want to mess this up.
Yeah, Lance is still precious in the fact the guy came back as a horse and ran away.
He was
a
on the horse. He wasn't the
Oh,
horse.
he was on a horse.
He was
back
on
as a
top
horse.
of the horse. No. He was on top of a dead steed.
A horse
none of
that
the-
can
none of the
spider
rest of
climb,
us-
apparently.
None of the rest of us know that, right? It was only Lance that saw it. He hasn't told us.
No, you had all heard him when he started talking. Lance just noticed it
Oh.
first.
Okay.
Okay. So Leandra gets down and you see the tattoo on her chest and it glow and the snake's almost weaving around that hammer. And she starts like speaking hushly to herself. You watch as her short hair kind of lifts up on the back of her head. Black hair, almost like a beautiful like cobweb in the wind. And she and as she does that, the neck of the skull of the skeleton pops up and looks around without, these hollow eyes. You notice the feather is pasted stuck to its temple as it looks all around at all of you.
Well, if Adabon gets 2 questions, he should ask first.
You can pass on to Alusa if you want, and I'll save mine for last in case there's information I need to give you.
Go on then. Fine. Alusa goes first.
No, I'll go last.
Fine. Leandra goes first.
Leandra's doesn't have a question.
How do we leave this place?
You hear like of these spirits everywhere coming in and out, and then almost like the sound rushes to the back of the spine. It's enough to prop the head up. The jaw creaks open.
For DM clarification, I mean Barovia.
Oh, you didn't clarify to the skeleton though.
Yeah.
Oh, unless it has poor insight, it would know what Adamant means.
Honestly, I didn't. I thought you meant
I
this
thought you
cave,
meant
and
the
I was
temple.
really
Me
confused.
too.
Yeah.
Sorry, bud.
I-
This is
okay.
one of the best parts about this little mini game.
Nope, that's all right.
It says 3 entrances. And that's it.
Norbert would want to ask that person who was trying to attack our 2 people and sending power to you or something. Is he? What was he working? Whom was he working for?
Its name is Rahadin.
Which is Rahadin.
He is a Dusker from Castle Ravenloft and has served Strahd faithfully for nearly 500 years.
Can you hear me okay with the creepy voice?
Yeah.
I couldn't make out the spelling.
Rahadin.
Okay.
Well, that was my question.
Adabon's walked away. If it wants to play games, he's got
You
no
have
time
another
for it.
question, Adabon.
Doesn't
Okay,
matter.
Lan-
If he wants to play
Lance-
games, he'll walk away.
Lance can have it, or Chad can have it.
He's got no time for it.
LeChad's gonna ask, what happens if the ritual is completed?
Ooh, good question.
We 3 are the gods' ancient darkness.
And then it almost like sits up straighter. You hear each vertebrae cracking. And it says,
Our wealth of knowledge is endless. We would have been able to communicate freely with Rahadin.
I don't like that.
3.
Hey, Norbert's just going to jump in there and say, how do we leave Barovia?
You already asked your question.
Yeah, but Adabon's given up his second one. So I stole it. That's what I do. I steal things.
He checks first, then he steals them.
Well, Justine hasn't read the end of the book that much.
You just
But
Google
I
it.
mean, I know the answer. I'm just. I homebrew a lot, so I'm trying to like use my brain right now to make sure I'm not giving myself a loophole.
That's what we were trying to make you do.
Strahd is the key.
Strahd is what?
The
The
key.
key.
Strahd is the key, right?
They are the one who keeps you here.
So, just one Lance question left, right?
One Lance question.
Or Elusa.
Sure.
Oh no,
Hmm.
you already took that second one. I'm not giving you that anymore. It's all Lance. So you found
Okay.
out how to get out of the cave, how to get out of Barovia. Oh, Belle's so mad at me.
I'm not mad at
You've learned.
Adabon's so
It's
mad at
just
you,
the
Justin.
other series of questions I had played out. Don't.
Yeah.
That's fine. The group can take over.
And you found out what the ritual would have done. And what was the last thing you already found out too?
Who he was working for. And
Oh
who he
yeah,
was.
who that guy was and who he was
Rahadin
working
was
for.
working for Strahd, yeah.
Mhm.
But they didn't clarify why he was trying to commune with him or anything like that, right?
Well, they asked.
For
What
the
he was
wealth
doing.
of knowledge.
There was that they are old gods of darkness, and that they have a wealth of knowledge, so he'd be able to commune with them. I'm
Okay.
really proud of you all for. Well, actually, I won't say that until after Lance answers.
I'm glad Peter put that in Roll20 and didn't ask it out loud. Sorry, if they can't see that in the Twitch, Peter just asked, is Strahd my mistress?
He uses the last question.
Hey, how would these guys know?
True. Alright. You know, above table, I feel like if Miranda was here, she would ask a really good question. But she's not. So I hope she doesn't kick me if I don't ask a good question.
She's just watching right now, being like, "No, I'm just kidding."
Absolutely. I'll probably get a message.
And then she loses concentration on
she's
the
yelling
spell.
she's yelling at the screen like a sport.
I know, it should be
Yeah.
like
sports.
Answer this
Saint.
question!
Saint yells at the screen all the time.
We just get a Twitch message. Ask it this.
Mm. Okay. Well, I had a question, but now after all that, I'm not sure what to ask her now about tell. Lance is really contemplating this one.
Can Elusa go? Unless you really want it, I'll let you totally keep it. I just feel
No,
like
Elusa can.
I
Yeah,
feel
if
like
Elusa wants to go.
Elusa would look at this creature and go, "What is Strahd's weakness?"
She
And-
totally would.
The creature cocks its head and looks at her and says,
You.
Daylight.
and then
Oh,
it crumples.
you.
Hang on, it said what? You?
You,
You.
like all of you, all of you.
Oh.
And yeah, and Irina looks very terrified and says, "Can we go now?"
Well, how, in my knowledge, how cursed items work is it's usually safe to touch them just not to use them, not to connect
Hold
with
on
them.
to them for too long.
Maybe you should roll for that knowledge before you assume.
I mean, he's got
18.
some Arcana expertise.
18.
Who?
I know nothing
what?
about curses.
Well, that's just for me.
His knowledge on cursed items.
To see if what kind of curses are on these items?
No, to
If
know
he
if
can
he's
touch them.
understanding cursed items properly.
Oh, okay. 18's pretty high. You would know that in the normal world, not Barovia, maybe 95% of them, yeah, you could hold on. Some have instant when you touch them, but that's like a low 5%.
Depends.
Yeah, and I'm not suggesting my knowledge is irrelevant to these items particularly either.
No, totally. And as you kind of like think that back when you were not in the black foggy darkness of which is Barovia, and you kind of look at these, you get the sense that it's pretty similar. Like there's like a 95% chance you could like inspect and hold on to it, but there's that 5% chance that maybe it'd be like you touch it and you're instantly cursed.
I just think there's a lot of us. If all of us take an item, or at most two, these gems, diamonds, helm, and what we need to do is, as we travel, hide them one at a time in different places so that they're extremely hard for anyone to find. We dig one down, bury it underground. We stick one in the middle of a river, throw one off a cliff. Just make it so people can't easily assemble them, because if Strahd is after the power of these gods, perhaps these items are linked.
Do we know if Strahd was specifically looking for these? This Rahadim could be acting on his own.
It seems unlikely from everything we've seen that anyone who works with Strahd or would be doing anything separately from her.
Master Dwarf, what do you think?
I think I want the diamonds.
No touchy.
No touchy.
And Alusa.
But he'll reach down and put the crown on his head.
I mean, he said it out loud.
The circuit or the helm? Or the feather?
The helm.
Okay.
That helm had the rubies, the circuit had the diamonds.
You slam this helm on your head.
What could go wrong?
I need a Constitution saving throw.
Sure, no problem. I've got Constitution. Nat 20 for a 23.
Fantastic. Yeah, nothing happens. You just feel a very comfortable, protective armor on your head.
I got me
feel like
a
everyone would
helmet.
have-
Did it increase
Like
my
my
AC?
+1 to your AC.
Intelligence. +1 to your
Masters, well,
AC.
please don't do that again. These are cursed
No.
items. Does anyone have a way of consecrating or removing curses? I'm not very apt at that.
Ooh, I have something.
Do we? Do I?
I have
I don't think
something.
we have. I don't think we have a bag of holding. do
Leandra
we?
should.
You have a last name.
I know she has it
guy?
prepared.
I have
know she
something.
can have remove cards.
Oh, you do.
Yes, I do. I have something called Magic Awareness. I can use it 3 times per long rest. As an action, I can open my awareness to the presence of concentrated magic until the end of your next turn. You know the location of the spell or magic within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover. When you sense a spell, you will learn the school of magic it belongs to. I'm just going to try that.
Okay. On the helm?
On all of it?
It fits!
It's on
Like, you have to
anything
direct
within
it
60
out.
feet.
Oh, okay, so all of it would pop up.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. But it said something about concentration.
I would have awareness of concentration magic. Of the
Okay.
presence of
Only
concentration magic.
concentration magic?
Yeah, to the presence of concentrating magic. Until the end of my turn.
Total.
If there's any spells or anything like that, any kind of inkling. It's not much, but it's something. So Chad's just thinking really hard. You just seem really deep in thought. Like,
I just
staring
don't
at these
understand
items.
if it's like if it's concentration spells or not.
I don't know.
Anyone else have thoughts or feelings on that?
Cole is
Well,
concentrating
he
on
read
being
it, so
evil.
Contemplating Reddit? Is that what you said?
no, I said he read it, so
Oh, okay.
it's kind of
Yeah.
up to you how to interpret it.
Okay, thank you. As actually, oh, concentrated magic. Okay, I get it more.
Concentrated
Yeah.
magic. Yeah.
I just needed to read it. Okay, yeah. So, the helm, you can tell, definitely holds magic. The one that is on his head, he is just for some reason able to block it out at this time. And it feels the type of magic feels like possession magic. The circuit also feels like there is magic connected to it. And it is, I'm so bad with the schools of magic in D&D.
Yeah, me too.
All of us are.
What type of magic is it?
That's what
That's
I'm
what she's trying to figure
No,
out.
because
I mean, like
I homebrewed all these, so I'm trying
Right.
to hold on. Give me one
no,
second.
as in like maybe describe it and we can tell you what school it is.
Oh yeah. That's yeah.
Abjuration. Just guessing.
Like so it basically, I try not to meta. Okay, I'm gonna just tell you. So the circuit allows you to have 2 extra spell slots, but there's a 50-50 chance when you use those spell slots that the spell will backfire on yourself. So I don't know what kind of magic that would be.
Probably abjuration.
Okay.
I was thinking that.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then the feather has druidic magic, summoning magic,
Conjuration.
conjuration. I'm not good at this part of D&D.
No, you're good.
I don't know
We can
either.
help.
I just got lucky.
Also, all 3 of the scrolls feel magical. They do not feel cursed, though, to you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn everybody. I'm like, explain that to them. I'm like, Cole, I don't know how you're doing it, but you might want to take that off. That you might get possessed.
Possession
Master
is
Dwarf.
9/10 of the law.
Okay. And then I'm gonna explain the rest of them to the party, and then let them know that we could probably grab the scrolls and read them because they're magical, but not.
Cole, just to make this clear, if you get possessed and start attacking us, there's more of us than there is of you.
Excuse me.
We would then have to kill you. I don't think
I
you
take it
want
off.
that.
And
Remember
I
how
cram
I
it
said?
on. No.
Remember how I
Put it
said
on
we want
Norbit.
to take these items and not use them?
But it gave me AC.
Yeah. So
Well, that
mean-
would be above table, but
I just explained that all to the party.
Thank you, Chair.
subtracting my
So,
AC bonus.
is there any way we can consecrate these items so they're not used? Remove the curse, so to speak?
Leandra can
Leandra-
prepare that spell.
Yeah, Leandra has.
Remove curse?
Oh, on a long rest, she can get it. I don't think she has
Yeah.
it prepared.
No.
Mm.
She has. I don't even. I see. Identify. I see lesser restoration.
Mm. If she doesn't have it prepared, she has to wait till the next one.
Yeah. She doesn't have it right now.
Definitely a cleric spell.
Well, just to check, does
Elisa,
anyone here have a bag of holding? I feel like no, but I don't remember.
No.
Audubon does, but he's already moved on.
Elisa
He's on to the next
says.
thing.
Elisa says, "Oh fuck this," and she takes like a thick amount of cloth and tries to grab the circuit and pick it up, and nothing really seems to happen. She wraps it up and puts it in her bag, and then looks at you, Norbert, and goes, "Come on."
And
Did
Norbert will grab.
Lusa take
That
a
is so
gift
perfect.
from Strahd? Would she steal items from dead gods?
I think that
Is there for
she would take
Like-
anything that might help her.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so too.
That
Norbert
makes
would
sense.
use.
I couldn't remember if she was one of the people that avoided taking an item previously. That was all.
Norbert would do much what Alusa did. He'd copy that and just get some cloth, pick up that feather, and
Thanks,
put it
Scrub.
in his bag.
Grabs
Leandra.
the scrolls.
Oh, okay. Chad the souls. Leandra says, "Okay, Master Dwarf, I'm just gonna take that," and she wraps his head a bunch of times and then takes the helmet off. Cole's hair, white hair, kind of sticks up in an array. And you hear, and your raven has found you at last, Cole. And right as that helm comes off, it poops right on your head and then lands on your shoulder. And it kind of pecks you in the cheek like it missed you.
Clean as Cole's ever been. And Norbert just walks off.
Master Dwarf, maybe you can ask your pet how you got in. We can get out.
Oh, don't worry. And she prestidigitates you.
Oh, thank you, Leandra. You're the greatest.
I know.
Cole got a crush.
Lance asked you to ask your bird how to get out.
Yeah.
You gonna do it?
Oh.
That's you, Peter. That's you.
Oh, sorry.
I don't have a bird.
Paul's just staring at like
I don't have a bird.
I don't have a bird.
I don't talk to it. It's just a stupid crow that is never there when I
Wait.
need it.
Wasn't it a raven?
A raven.
It's a raven.
They're the same thing in my book.
They're
a
not when
crow.
I play them. Because
It's a
ravens
crow.
can mimic really
I
I'm
mean,
well.
sure it's a crow.
The movie The Crow is very
I
different.
think it
Is that a
was
crow?
raven, though. I don't
Very
know.
We don't know what
different
bird
movie.
it is.
Okay. I'm gonna say it's a raven.
Cole doesn't know.
And then it says perfectly back to you.
I don't speak to it.
Oh, it's a kenku. Awesome.
It's okay.
Well, ravens actually like mimic that.
They can.
I've been on Raven
That's fine.
TikTok real hard lately, guys. It's so interesting. They're so cool. Okay, anyways.
Don't you talk that way to me.
Can anyone speak with animals? Irina says.
No, but I think Norbert can talk to people's minds. If it's intelligent enough, he could probably communicate.
Okay, ravens.
Haha, good
Their
luck with
intelligence.
that.
I think you can
It's a-
message the raven.
It's a bird, not a person.
It's a creature. Are you limited?
Intelligence.
Norbert would say, I am not. I am above such things, while in his mind he tries to talk to the bird.
It's usually intelligence 4 or lower you can't communicate with, right? Am I right?
Yeah, it's a 12 plus 1, so it's
Oh,
pretty high, right?
Cool, cool,
this
cool.
thing could do math.
Better than many people, or most people.
Smarter than Cole.
Okay,
I bet.
Norbert just says, do you actually talk, and why would you choose to hang around with this?
Hey,
This.
snap, 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 snap. I don't know if it would talk back to your brain. I don't think it understands that much.
I reckon it would do it out loud.
Out loud, it opens its mouth, and you just hear like the sound of almost like a baby crying.
Mm.
And then it pecks at his bag.
Cole's bag?
Mhm.
Leave my stuff alone!
What's in your
And-
bag, Cole? Something for your mistress?
Clean underwear.
Unlikely.
That's none of your business, Munchkin.
Clean.
And then it makes
Oh,
the
wow.
it kind of it
Oh, wow.
makes the it kind of makes the like visual of like a baby bird eating, like he's been feeding it.
Oh, I think it's hungry.
Um,
Well,
I think it's trying to
cropped out my
answer-
head, so he ain't getting fed.
Norbert would pull a ration out of some sort and just
It's
chuck it on the ground behind him.
He's
The
gonna
bird
steal
picks it
crow.
up, and now the crow starts flying towards you, Norbit. After it has it in its food, and it lands on your shoulder and starts eating the food.
Now, you wait till it has to poo.
Norbert actually did not want that to happen. He's like birds, underground birds are not really a thing. He's looking at it freaked out in a way, like, oh my, he's like, no, don't freak out in front of people.
The crow or raven puts its forehead like right to the side of your head. Like it's just staring at you and just like leaning against your head.
But Norbert's head is kind of just like this, and he just walks away, trying to look as casual as he can. But he rolled in that one, so he looks super not casual.
Alusa giggles under her breath.
She bloody would.
Yeah, you guys can try to find a way out if you want. Actually, I think this is a pretty good spot. If everyone's okay with that.
Sure.
Boss.
Don't put that pressure on me. And so, yeah, Irina says, we need to find a way out and not disturb anything else. And with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the session. I hope everyone watching enjoyed it. Since we are missing two of our wonderful players, Steph, Mariana, we missed you. We will be probably holding back on the after show this time. But you will see us again for Curse of Strahd on the 17th of this month, which is 2 weeks from today. In the meantime, there are some amazing other games that are streamed by this channel, which you can watch and tune into. Our schedule should be up on Twitch itself, or you can go to our Discord. Best way to see where the events are listed. And with that, we bid you adieu.
Oh, one quick question.
Yes.
I would like to ask everyone but Adabon what their fondest Adabon memory is.
The moment he was sitting outside of the house and looking at the rain and saw the aside memory of the woman dancing in the rain. If I could animate, I would animate that vision.
That's cool.
Mine has changed since I answered in the Twitch, because it was earlier before the session when he called out, the receipts he had on Lance and Theo, but now it's during the session when he looked over at Lance and basically was like, nah, sucked in. I owe you nothing because of you.
Later.
I'm not sure if I have one specific memory. I think it's just Adabon's whole attitude. Like, what are the terms? I like his very unique character. He's always asking questions. He's always calling people out. I like that. Like, even if it's against Lance, he's got a personal grudge against Lance, but I like
hate it because I forget details that I've already said as a DM, and I'm like, oh no, what is he asking me?
So yeah,
that's great.
Not a specific memory, but yeah, just in general, great character, good portrayal. Welcome back, Belvedere.
Arlen, have you?
I don't think I've played enough really. I mean, I just like his overall his demeanor.
I like you spraying blood from your eyeballs.
No nonsense kind of thing. Like
there is that top 5.
That's it. Like if it doesn't align with what he needs to do, he doesn't give a fuck. He's like, I'm over it.
Not later.
I walk away. Bye.
Bye.
This doesn't benefit me, my cause. I'm over it. Bye.
And with that, we are glad Belvedere's back, and we will catch you all in 2 weeks. Bye, friends.
Bye.
Question critical.
Bye.
See ya.
Oh wait, really quick. I remembered the magic item. Don't worry, they're getting it really soon. They just haven't found it in this room yet. Okay, bye.
We find it all.
As I just said in the Twitch, I totally assumed that with Paco's 2 items and Brandon's 1, and you giving us 3 cursed items there, it genuinely seemed like those were the items.